supposed to be a day off where, yes, I was going to run errands and do stuff. Like I was going to go grocery shopping. I had to do pet shopping. But also, I wanted to, for half the day, spend time with my wife and do some fun, relaxing stuff. Like we had planned on, she was going to bake some cool holiday themed stuff. She's going to make sugar cookies at some point, and she's also going to make like a holiday strudel out of apples. We're like, oh, that would be nice, right? So we had all this planned, and then also at night we wanted to have some drinks together, and we wanted to watch some Christmas specials. So we had all this stuff planned, and then the power goes out. It was so stupid. It's the morning. You know, I have my coffee. We sit down. We're eating before we get our day started. Okay, so it was probably like 11 a.m. and there's some wind outside. Okay, it's certainly not like a storm or anything. The sky is blue, but there's some wind outside. The power goes out. So you know what happens when the power goes out? The backups tries to start. So it goes out, it tries to go, and it goes out again. And we're like, oh no, because you know what this means. The backup went out. They're going to have to take time now to figure out what just happened and try to find the root cause of the problem. It's not like a quick fix. Like, oh, this is really going to suck. Like, we're going to end up stuck here for half the day without power. And this is so dumb. Because it's our day off and we have all this stuff planned. Like, if I can't go out, because here's the thing, when the power's out, I can't leave. The garage is stuck closed. And is there an emergency thing? Yeah, but if you do the emergency thing, then it's a pain to get it to reset. And then on top of that, I live in a private community and we have a front gate. The gate is stuck closed if the power is out. So typically, if we're going to have a power outage, like for example, if there's a big storm coming through, they'll all open the gate and leave it open overnight, saying we know there's supposed to be a storm coming through. Just in case the power goes out, the gate will be stuck open so everyone can come in and come out. Well, guess what? There was no storm. So they didn't leave the gate open. So we were all stuck here. Even if we wanted to leave, we couldn't leave. Okay? So, like, this really sucks. So, first, my wife gets ready for the day. That took like, half an hour to an hour. Power's not back on. All right, let's do all of the lists of everything I had to do today. Let's do our grocery shopping list. Let's start shopping for our Christmas meal because we figure shop for it this week. So that way next week, there's no big rush because next week everyone's going to be rushing to try to get stuff for their big Christmas dinners and stuff. So let's get our stuff for that early. So let's get a ham this year and let's do this and that. So we're brainstorming all this stuff, right? So we make this big list. Excuse me. Make this big list of all the stuff that I'm going to be shopping for. This is too bright. I got to make it lower. Hold on. Okay. I cut the brightness by like 40%. It was actually distracting me. It was too bright. Okay. So, we make the list. We get it all done. Okay. Well, let's get coupons because you can do that online. You go online, you can click coupons and shit. It's all adult stuff for a busy work day. Okay. So I get all that done. No lie, at this point, we've already spent 2 hours. The power's still not on. Oh my God. I can't do anything until the power comes back on. So what are we going to do? All right. So here's the deal. We are trying to renovate parts of our home. And one of the rooms of our home that is completely worthless and we don't use anymore is the hallway across here from mine. There's an office that doesn't get used. It just completely sits there. At one point, I had my treadmill in there, but I moved my treadmill to the garage. So now there's nothing of use in there. And we're talking about redesigning that room to have some use or functionality. But we need to clean it out. Okay, so recently I ripped down the blinds and I put up blackout curtains in there. But now we've got to completely clean out the room. That's the room where we actually store the portable air conditioners during the fall and winter when we're not using them. But they're in the middle of the room. We're like, well, let's get them in the closet. Well, we can't get them in the closet, so we clean out the closet because the closet is completely cluttered with junk and shit. But all right, so that's what we'll do. So we went in there for like 2 hours. We've got these ginormous bags, contractor bags, and we're filling them with shit from the closet we don't need. Old this, old that, junk here, broken stuff, everything. So this takes us about 2 hours, like I said. We ended up filling, like, no exaggeration, like 4 giant bags of shit that now I got to take to the dump again. Because you guys always say, well, what are you bringing to the dump? You know what I mean? Like when you have a house like this, you have shit that accumulates over the years. You're like, well, now we don't need this. We don't need this. Let's get rid of it. Now we got a giant bag full of shit again. Like, oh my God. So we ended up having like 4 bags of shit. All right. I lug them. So now I'm lugging these heavy ass bags to the garage, right? So this takes another 2 hours. So finally, we get all that in there and then the power comes back on. Like, oh, at least the power came back on. But then I'm like, wait a minute. I just spent like 2 hours looking around heavy shit. My back is killing me. And now I have to go out and do the whole day of errands. Because the power's back on. I'm like, oh no. So I had to go out and I forgot to bring it in here. Shit, maybe I'll go get it. So I went out and I'm going to tell you what I mean in a second. Well, I did my, did the grocery shopping. I got a big spiral ham. We've never had this before. Okay. I got a big ass spiral ham that we're going to slow cook and have for Christmas dinner, which is going to be amazing. I can't wait. We've never done anything like that before. even, when I was young, my parents, we never had a big spiral ham. But I know that's kind of like the traditional Christmas thing is to get a big Christmas ham, right? So we're going to do it this year, which I'm very excited for. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Because again, we've never really done that. It should be cool. Um, and I had to get a bunch of, pet stuff and stuff like that. But I went to the liquor store and I got some seasonal liqueur for the Christmas marathon event coming up next week, which I'm now going to lock in. My Christmas marathon will be 1 week from tomorrow on Monday, the 23rd of December. Okay, so Monday, the 23rd, big Christmas event where we're going to relax, we're going to chill. I'll be in Christmas attire all day, a whole bunch of ugly Christmas sweaters. I'm going to be playing a variety of games you guys are nominating. In fact, here's what we're going to do. You guys have been nominating these games for a while. I am now going to tally up those nominations and make a poll depending on what games were the most nominated. So I'll work on that probably tonight, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have a poll that you guys can start voting on what games you want to see during the Christmas event. One that we've already locked into is I'm going to play the intro to Stellar Blade, because you guys have wanted me to try this game out for the longest time, so I'm committing to trying the intro to Stellar Blade live on the Christmas event. I have it on my PS5 Pro. It's ready to go. I will try it out for the first time then, okay? But outside of that, the other games will be determined by you. Excuse me. So let's see what you guys come up with, and we'll go from there, all right? I want some twinkling Christmas lights. Change my mind. There's some twinkling Christmas lights. Okay, so good to be the king and to have this set up. Let me tell you, I love it. Surrounded by festive stuff. Anyway, so I wanted to show you something, okay? Hold on 1 second because I forgot. I'm going to go downstairs and grab it. I'm going to show you the bottle of liquor that I'm going to be drinking during Christmas, and I also forgot my Level 1 podcast mug. So give me a second. I'm just going to run downstairs and grab those two things. Okay. Okay, so got my mug, got my booze. So during the Christmas marathon this year, I am going to be partaking in a single malt Scotch whiskey. It is the strongest liquor that I've ever had. I'm serious. It is 58% alcoholic volume, meaning that's over 100 proof. That's what, 116 proof? Holy shit. Okay. It is called Smokehead High Voltage. This is what I will be taking shots of during the Christmas marathon this year. Yes, Islay style, whatever it's called. Islay single malt Scotch whiskey. Scotland, made in Scotland. Let's give it a whiff. Oh, that smells good, man. So it's smoky. It's smoky, but you can have a little bit of a saltiness to it. It's got something else in there too. I'm actually not sure what else is in there. But man, so of course this is how dangerous it is. So I got that double peat Scotch whiskey, which was a blended whiskey. I got that for Halloween. And that was so good. Like, no lie, that was so effing good. It was one of the best flavored liquors I'd ever had. I was like, wow, I love it. So I actually went to the liquor store and they didn't have it. So I talked to the people who worked there and I said, do you have something that's that level? And they said, oh no, we have to do better. Oh, okay. So they showed me the whole section of the single malt whiskeys that have a smoky flavor to them. And I picked this one out because it had the highest alcoholic volume of all. So there you go. Smokehead High Voltage for Christmas next Monday, the 23rd, right here on DSP Gaming all day long. You know, they say, let's get lit. All right. Pretty good. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure out, how it's going to work exactly, because everyone's going to ask me, gee, wow, are you going to take shots, or is it for a certain contribution level? I don't know yet. We'll think about it over the week. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. All right, let's relax. We'll figure it out over the course of the week. Okay. Well, man. So yeah. So during the Christmas event, Stellar Blade, just the intro. We'll play the intro just to get a taste of the game. And hopefully that'll inspire some people to actually help me start hitting my goals. Because right now our goals hit 7. We're playing Stellar Blade at 100. Okay? So we have like a ways to go.